Hey y'all, so welcome to the August edition of my 6 Grateful Things list. So let's get started with the list. So for my first grateful thing, I'm so grateful for finishing my classes. So I know some of you guys saw me walk the stage in May. I posted some of those pictures up on social media. I still had to take summer classes. And I finished my summer classes a few weeks ago. Degree in the mail. I picked it up from the post office, and y'all, I nearly cried. Like, I got very teary-eyed. It's a very emotional moment. I'm sitting here waiting for the mailman to give me my degree. I had to sign all these signatures. He gave me the envelope. I sat in my car. I opened the thing. I looked at my diploma, and I was like, wow. 3 years of just hustling, bustling, stressed out. I did have joyous moments. It wasn't always stressful, but I was just like, wow, y'all, like 3 years of my life that I sacrificed, and I worked hard, and I relied on God, and I relied on family and friends, and I got my MSW. Hashtag women social worker, hashtag black social worker, hashtag world changer. Okay, enough with the hashtags. Let's look at my list. So for my second grateful thing, I'm grateful that my friend Jessie Hughes recently released her EP. If you don't have her CD, you need to check it out. So you can look her up on Instagram at Jessie Hughes Music. Check her out, y'all. She has an anointed voice. She has a passion for God, passion for worship, and just a passion for leading people into worship. I went to her CD release celebration last week. Awesome, just a night of worship. Just recognizing God and just acknowledging Him for Him. I think it's something that I struggle with. A lot of times we go to God with these lists of things. I want this, I want that. I want to get married. I want that piece of cheesecake. I want that nice house on the beach. And God will give you the desires of your heart. And sometimes you just need to just like have a moment of just praising Him. Just telling Him that He's Alpha and Omega. He's beginning and the end. He is high and lifted up. He is the lover of your soul. He is your best friend. He's your everything when you feel like you have nothing. And so I felt like that worship might just kind of got us back to the heart of His worship, just acknowledging Him and just who He is to us, and just who He is. He's awesome. And so Jessie's CD release, or her EP, is really just a combination of just like blues and electronic, jazz, some CCM vibes going on. It's just a beautiful CD, and so I really hope that you guys can check it out. Check out her page, y'all. For real, check out her page. For my third grateful thing, I'm grateful that I had some little R&R. About last week, I went to the Cape. I went to Yarmouth and Hyannis with my cousins, and we chilled at the beach. We went on a harbor cruise. I've already done a harbor cruise in Hyannis, but it was really nice to just do it again and to see like the Kennedy compound and just to see all the little beach houses. And I'm about to claim my beach house. I'm about to be that writer, on my beach house, just writing my books, writing books on the side during the summertime when I have time to do it while I'm doing my social work life. I can dream, and God is a dream fulfiller, so I can dream, y'all. Yeah, Hyannis is just like my happy place. Cape Cod is my happy place. San Diego's my first happy place, and then the Cape is like my second happy place. But it's just good to like practice self-care. That hashtag treat yourself. Treat yourself. You gotta do it. For my fourth grateful thing, I'm grateful for being able to go into Boston with some other girls from church. We went to a jazz festival, and I really like Boston. It's probably one of my other happy places. I guess every place besides my hometown is probably my happy place. there's just so much to do in Boston. There's just so much. You can just walk around and stroll around and look at the sights and not feel like you're like in a box. No, I'm beginning to appreciate my home, but I also know that I like to be in other places, and I'm having this like travel itch and just wanting to just see the world, see things outside of my backyard. It's good to kind of like listen to some good music, have some good food. I know I'm always talking about food, but food is like my thing. And just to chill out with some sisters in Christ. So we did that jazz music festival thing, and it was fun. For my fifth grateful thing, I'm going back to food. I'm grateful for Cheesecake Factory. I recently went to Cheesecake Factory with one of my friends to just celebrate getting my MSW. All celebrations have to have food involved. You can't do a celebration without it. And so, some shrimp scampi. That shrimp scampi was so good. It was like in this like white wine sauce, and like there were like small garlic cloves, and they were like very like sort of like tender and like succulent, and like I sound like I should be on the Food Network, right? It's just so good, and like the shrimp was so good. And then I had vanilla bean cheesecake that I kind of want to drive back out to Natick for. Natick is about 40 minutes for me, 45 maybe. I want to go all the way to Natick for like vanilla bean cheesecake. That's crazy, y'all. But just kind of grateful for just good food, good company, all that. For my last grateful thing, my sixth grateful thing, grateful for just some life lessons that I've learned this month. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about it because it gets super personal, but I just learned a lot of things this month, a lot of hard things, and a lot of things that I'm continuing to give over to God, and I'm continuing to just trust God in. A lot of songs have been speaking to me. Salvation worships, Do It Again, like just believing that God can move mountains. God is just, he's a barrier breaker. They're just things that I know that God can do for me. I've been listening to a lot of like Upper Room on their church in, I think, Dallas, Texas. Just listening to a lot of like worship songs and really getting to the heart of worship, and really just songs that really talk about God and what he does in our lives, and how he's the one that can solve all of our issues, all of our problems. And when we have problems, we can look to him for help, and we can look to him for guidance. So just know, if you're having issues in your life, problems in your life, that you can go to God for them, and he will help you out, y'all. And it might be a really tough lesson. It might be some tough love that I feel like I experienced this month. But you will learn a lesson in the end, and in those lessons, you grow. And I believe life is about growing and changing and developing into the best person that you can be. So, this vlog was a little longer than I wanted it to be. I was hoping it would be shorter. But I had a lot to talk about. I had a lot of good things happen this month. Like getting my degree, yo, hey, MSW, hey. Alrighty. Let me know what you guys are grateful for in the comment section below. Don't forget, I want to hear about your lives too. Alrighty. Deuces.